The scales and the benefit of healthy stuff. So right now I'm doing a lot of unhealthy stuff, eating sweets, partying, drinking and stuff like that. So I start adding things into my life to kind of bring this balance. And ideally I want more good things in my life than the bad things. What's going on? It's eLove here, and I'm trying to figure some things out and make some things happen. Last 2 weeks, I have been feeling kind of off in my emotions. I kind of alluded to it in the two previous videos. I just didn't want to do anything really. I didn't have any excitement as I was doing it. Yes, when I look back on my week, I look at my list, I then was able to say, hey, Eddie, that was a good week. We feel good about what we're doing. We feel accomplished. But in those moments, I didn't feel that. The 2 week process of me trying to figure out exactly what was going on. That first step when it comes to these type of problems, or when I'm feeling like something's wrong, the way that I approach this is first I do it with addition. That means I'm adding things in my life that's going to make me feel better. When I say these common things and stuff, at this point, they are kind of automatic. I'm not thinking to do these things. I just start doing them. I have been doing it for a long time. It's just when I'm reflecting, I am then able to label these things better because, okay, sweet, I see I did that. Oh, that's the principle of addition. That addition kind of looks like me adding things into my life. So I was drinking coffee, but this time I did flavored coffee like caramel and stuff like that because it made me feel good. Then for lunch, I made sure I always had a snack afterwards. So maybe an Oreo pie or Oreo cake or some sweets of some sort. And then I also started incorporating more anime. Anime, for some reason, always it's a great escape for me. Like, it pulls me out of the real world and it puts me into this fantasy. And it just makes me happy. So when things are going wrong or they just seem off or not, they feel wrong for me, what I used to do is I'm gonna stop everything. That means I'm not watching any kind of TV, and that's cutting out sugar, cutting out gluten, cutting out dairy, because all these things can have a negative impact on my life. I know this at this point. I know my body a little bit, so I know how they impact me mentally. So I was like, cool, everything has to go. But what normally happens is I get into this really strict routine, I'm doing stuff, and then I start binging. Because the moment I have sugar, I'm just nonstop. Therefore, it leads to me another like a month of just binging on things. So it just didn't work out for me. So this new technique is just start adding those good things in. Because the idea is I'm trying to tilt the scales in the benefit of healthy stuff. So right now I'm doing a lot of unhealthy stuff, eating sweets, partying, drinking and stuff like that. So I start adding things into my life to kind of bring this balance. And ideally, I want more good things in my life than the bad things. Now I'm starting to swap out those bad habits. I know for a long time, for the like past 3 months, my breakfast routine has been the same. I'll drive to work, I'll go to McDonald's, I'll get a caramel small coffee, iced coffee, and then I'll get a sausage biscuit, and then that was it. That meal, for some reason, satiated me so well, like all the way until lunch. It made me feel good. It started off. But with the amount of sugar that they put in those coffees, and then the gluten from the biscuit, and then also all the oils from that sausage patty, it just wasn't good for me. So I was like, cool, Eddie, we're gonna swap that out. We're gonna make food at home. So I was making my gluten-free English muffins with a sausage in there, and then I'll drizzle some olive oil on there. And then coffee I was making at home. I knew exactly what I was adding, what type of sugar. I would add honey and different things like that. So I knew exactly what was going on with those foods. So I swapped that out. So I'm getting rid of McDonald's and putting what I want. And then for the TV shows and stuff like that, lately I've been watching a lot of dramas, like intense things like the VOA, I think is one of the shows I was watching. It was that and some other ones. They're great shows. I mean, they're really intense, like drama filled, and it was kind of stressing me out a little bit because myself in their shoes trying to feel exactly what they feel. And that is stressful when you're constantly going through losing friends. People are dying, people are having heart attacks, people being cheated on, all these different scandalous activities. So I had to kind of switch it up. So I got rid of all those shows. I just put more lighthearted anime, things that just won't stress me too much. It's kind of a brain escape. I don't have to think much about it. And I watch those animes only lately. In addition to that, I did replace my coffee with this new, so Everyday Dose is kind of like a mushroom energy drink. It has a whole bunch of other nootropics and just collagen, all these good stuff. So lion's mane is one of the mushrooms that it has inside of it. And it's been making me feel so good. And I'm so thankful for that. And so we're swapping out. So no more coffee. Now I have the Everyday Dose drink, which has been great. And then I'm spending time with friends that energize me, calling friends who are also on these like super intense journeys trying to accomplish things. They kind of just motivate me to also keep pushing myself. This week I felt really good overall. Like I enjoyed training. I enjoyed training. I was talking to my team members again. I talked to a bunch of people at work. When I went out at nighttime, I was able to still talk to more people and stuff like that because I felt good. And I love feeling good. Sometimes I do the fake it till you make thing, but I really ideally want to actually enjoy all the things I'm doing. So I'm really happy with that. I'm excited for the next week to see exactly if this everyday dose thing is going to continue. I also started shopping at Trader Joe's, and that is fire because so every week for a long time I was eating the same exact TV dinners. So the healthy choice meals, same ones every single week. Now at Trader Joe's, they have these novelty type foods and unique little snacks and stuff like that. And so my diet's been switching up with them. I get to eat different things. So overall, I'm really excited about next week, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Hopefully you got something from this. With that being said, take care.